What's up, YouTubers? This is Chetan here, and welcome to my channel Nature Design. And after a long time, yes, the time has came that I'll be showing you that how I made this ship in the bottle terrarium. And this is the ship which I have made using thermocol. As you can see, I have also used toothpicks and barbecue stick in making this ship. I haven't shown you the way I have made it, but I have shown you the progress in the way it was made. And at the end, I have colored the ship using acrylic paint. But I'm sure I will show you a small demonstration how I put the ship inside this bottle. So let's get started. Here you can see that I am placing two pieces of thermocol uh, inside the bottle. This will be the base where I'll be sticking my ship, and you might also have seen that I have already marked the base of the bottle where I'll be placing the ship, and that's the reason I am just placing the two pieces first. I have already kept in mind that the pieces should be smaller from the nozzle of the bottle so that it could pass through it and get inside. I have applied some silicone to the thermocol which I am sticking at the base of the bottle, and I'll let it cure for at least 4 to 5 hours, and after that I'll be doing some more changes inside, or I'll be sticking some stones inside just to hide the thermocol. Here you can see that I am struggling to place it in the right place using some tweezers and stick, the barbecue stick, but it is not an easy job. Now I am cutting the ship into pieces so that the pieces will be that much small that it could fit to the nozzle of the bottle. And this is the reason I have made the ship using a thermocol, so that I can cut it easily, and after cutting it I'll be joining a bat inside the bottle. And one more thing I have missed to show you in this video is that after cutting the ship into the pieces, you might see that some part of the ship is still uncolored, or it's look like a white in color. So that I just used the marker and painted it black. Now you can see that I am placing some stones inside the bottle. I have also used silicone to stick the stones to hide the thermocol, but later on it was of no use because the stones were hidden with the help of the substrate. Similarly, I have put some silicone on the base of the ship, and I'm sticking it on the thermocol base which I have already sticked in the bottle. Just to keep it on the right place, I will be using some steel pins to poke through the ship base to the base of the thermocol which I have stuck to the bottle. I haven't filmed the whole thing that how I placed the ship in the bottle, but I have given you an idea that how you can place any kind of shape, not just a ship but any kind of things you want to fit in the bottle using a thermocol. You just need to cut it in the size of the nozzle of the bottle, and then you need to stick it to the base of the bottle like I am doing in this video. Now that the ship is totally been attached inside the bottle, I am pouring the false bottom. For false bottom I'll be using charcoal chips, and as you know that charcoal is also a good purifier of water, so that the terrarium will be clean and the water in the terrarium will be clean because of this charcoal. Here you can see that I am shaking the bottle to just put the charcoal at the back of the ship, but it's totally safe because the ship is already been attached with the help of silicone, so there is no problem in doing this. To keep the substrate away from falling into the false bottom, I am placing some dry moss inside it. It's really hard to put or place some things inside the bottle, but with the help of long tweezers and barbecue stick, I was able to do it properly. Now I am pouring the substrate inside the bottle. I have rolled the OHP sheet, and from the whole of the OHP sheet roll, I am pouring the substrate inside. The substrate consists of dry coco peat and sand or soil. We have already used the dry moss inside. After pouring the substrate inside, I leveled it with the help of a brush, and I also sprinkled some water in it because it was totally dry as a bone. And now I am placing some stones inside it just for the hardscape purpose. And now it's time to plant the plants inside. I've kept it very simple. I'll be using some moss. I don't want to use any kind of plants which will just grow bigger or larger than the ship, as the center of the attraction for this terrarium is the ship. So I don't want to use any kind of plants which will grow larger in the height. The next plant I am going to use in this build is the creeping pennywort plant. This plant does really well in the closed terrarium, and it doesn't grow in height, it just creeps around in the ground. This is all ground level plant. And last but the least, the dwarf baby tears, which I usually use in small builds. This is another ground coverage plant which has a very tiny leaves, and that's the reason I like this plant most. And now it's time to put the cleanup crew, the springtails inside. Springtails are tiny little insects which keep the closed terrarium clean by eating the algae and the fungus which are growing inside the terrarium. Although you are not able to see it, but yes, I am placing some springtails inside. And we are done with the making of this terrarium. I think this looks really cool. Please let me know in the comment box what do you think about it. It looks like the ship has been in this place from a long time, and the plants have started growing around it. Please let me know that what do you think about this, and if you do like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because there are plenty of many unique projects coming up in the future, and I'm sure you're going to like it. So that's it for the day. See you next week. Bye bye.